Sure. I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of things for us to learn from this experience, and everybody wants to, build the story up from last year's game, and obviously these are two completely different teams. And Kentucky played an excellent basketball game. I thought a lot of times during the course of tonight, we followed our formula defensively as best we could.
And what stood out to you as especially different about this?
I think that there was, obviously their talent is better than last year's team. Having a guy like Randall last year, they did not have a low post presence that they could really hurt us with. We had to make a choice going into the game today. Were we going to try and take away perimeter guys, or were we going to try and flood the paint? We opted to try and flood the paint because we thought we could slow Randall, and 10 points and 15 rebounds isn't bad, right? But unfortunately, they were able to hurt us from the perimeter, and they hadn't been able to kind of have both things going yet this year. And last year, they didn't have that low post threat that we really had to focus on. And so we were able to take away Julius Mays on the perimeter and maybe make Poitras put it on the floor and things like that, which we weren't able to do this year because of some of their improved backcourt play. I think from a defensive standpoint, obviously Cauley Stein was, a great shot blocker last year and really great rim protector for them. But I just think they have so much more size and length on the perimeter that, it makes it difficult for you to run your offense.
Next question.
Coach, you talk about the perimeter play, the Harrison twins. How did they maybe play in comparison to what you were expecting they would maybe play like?
I thought they would play similar to the way that they played tonight. Obviously Aaron hadn't shot it great until tonight. And like I said, we had to kind of make a choice. Areas that we were hopeful that we wouldn't be facing would be, them in transition. I think they're terrific in transition. They do a really good job of pushing the ball and putting pressure on your defense early in offensive possessions. And I don't think we did a very good job in transition defense. But both of them play with such great poise, and it's hard to speed them up and hard to rattle them. And they're good decision makers, and so it's a handful.
Coach, they started 5 freshmen, I believe it's the first time that they have in the school history. What do you make of any school putting 5 freshmen out there to start?
If I had 5 freshmen that good, I'd start 5 freshmen as well. I think that's what I would make of it. I think every coach in the country now is at a point where if guys are able to compete and contribute, whether they're freshmen, sophomores, juniors, or seniors, they're going to be on the floor. And so their 5 freshmen obviously are doing what Coach Calipari wants them to be doing on a daily basis, and those are the guys that get the starts. I mean, as we recruit kids ourselves, we're figuring out who can produce and who can follow our game plan. And those are the guys that will play regardless of year.
Any other questions?
Did this have any sort of significant meaning to you after what happened last year? The impact that win had on your program, and the attention it got you, and then the chance to come here as the return trip?
Yeah, now maybe we can stop talking about last year. That's really, obviously the build up to this was, to me a little bit ridiculous, but 24/7 news cycle, you guys got to write about a lot of stuff now. And so now that it's over with and the second part has occurred, and order has been restored maybe, we'll be able to move on with our season, they'll be able to move on with their season. It'll be something that obviously our university will remember. If we played them 10 more times and we lost 10 more times, they would still remember that game, and how special it was for the players on that team and the people that were in the building that night. You can't take away the notoriety we've gotten from it, or that people were interested in it. But like I said, now I think both clubs can start moving forward the rest of their season.
Any other questions? Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.